at one of these hotels for $20, that's great.
Oh yeah.
You can go and take a mini vacation and still be at home. Or if your in-laws come to visit you, you can stick them over there at a motel.
There you go. We have a jumpsuit from the Enterprise TV series.
That's the Star Trek series.
And we have a bird bath from Concrete World. Over 30 square feet of parquet floor tiles. We have some books and science fiction collectibles, and a metal framing kit to build a shed. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can do that. And a 2-ton capacity car jack.
Yeah, my husband's already looking at that 2-ton capacity car jack. But the merchants who have given us stuff have been so generous, I think. Yes. Instead of, even though times are hard and we haven't had as much donations as we have in the past, the donations have been really good, I think. Will you tell our audience how many people we have in this group?
46, which is very good. You have to maintain 10 in order to be a chapter, but yeah, this is the most we've ever had.
Daryl Laurent was kind enough in this past Sunday's paper to do a blurb about us and our auction, and he said one of the things that impressed him was that to be a small group, that we brought in incredible amounts of money, and he said it was way out of proportion. The money was out of proportion to the size of the group, and he said Mr. Spock would say that was illogical. So, everybody does sort of have a job, and we do all try to go out and canvass and work on this auction. Now, lots of our members have been with us a long time.
Well, my husband and I have been with us over 20 years, and it's a generational thing. We have a lady and her daughter, 2 granddaughters, and her great-granddaughter are all members of our group, and I think that's neat.
Yep. So, and our group, we just celebrated an anniversary.
Right, we were 26 years old, so we've been around a long time, yes.
It's a long time, especially for a group like this. What would you think is the reason that we've been around so long, Glenda? We love each other.
Yeah. I think we're just one big happy family. And I think the cohesiveness of what we do, our charitable work, and I think that holds us together.
Oh, I think it does too. I was going to say we're one big dysfunctional family from every now and then, but I mean, who wants to be normal after all? Well, as a club, we do a lot of stuff that's fun stuff for us, and we hit on it a little bit when we were looking at the pictures, but do you want to tell them?
Well, we always go out on the lake, and we have pool parties at your place, and lots of educational programs, like we had a program on MRSA. Right. We had a meeting where everybody was certified in CPR. So we do public things, but then we also have a lot of fun too. We go to movies and that sort of thing as well.
Take trips like Science Museum.
Right.
Went to the Science Museum in Roanoke. And all those things are educational, and just getting everybody certified in CPR is such a good thing, and that's giving back to the community, I think.
Right.
Plus, we do some public service programs that we open the meetings up and invite the public, like the MRSA program that you mentioned.
And we're having one of those in...
It's a neighborhood watch type program that he's talking about, because he's part of that, and it tells you how to sort of protect your neighborhood as a group. And I think that's, it's an awareness thing, and that's one of the reasons we've been winning some awards, because of the outreach things that we do.
We do recycling and lots of other good stuff.
Now, the one thing that we're all excited about is sending these kids to space camp.
Oh, yes. We did this last year and this year, and they go and they spend 6 days, and they get to meet all the astronauts that hang out down there. It's really good. I'd love to go sometime, and they have a program for adults. But they go through all the simulators, and then if they don't throw up, then they get to go on a simulated mission where they have control jobs and that sort of thing. So it's really cool.
Yeah, we were able to send a student last summer and send one in June of this year, and so far they've been Amherst County students, and both of them had such a wonderful time. The kid that was there this year is a big Star Wars fan, and the Star Wars traveling exhibit was at the space camp when they were there.
Yeah, he was in hog heaven.
He was, but it's such an educational opportunity for these kids.
Oh, yes.
Because they're each on this mission, each of them have a job, and then as they're in this simulated mission, something goes wrong and they have to troubleshoot and work as a team. And you know, so far the kids that we've sent have really thought it was something extra special. All right, last year we made $3,000 on the auction.
Right.
And will you tell our audience how much it cost us to send this child to space camp?
$1,300. That's not counting travel expenses, and they get a flight suit. We've been fortunate in that regard. A gentleman from one of the other chapters in our region has purchased the flight suit for us the last 2 years.
Yeah, but he says as long as we send kids, he will pay for that flight suit. So,
wow.
You know, what we do is really far-reaching in having other people contribute, like the guy from California who's contributed some stuff to our auction, so that specifically for our space camp kids. In talking about what all we do, as far as for our entertainment, and our meetings are every third Saturday, once a month, and we also do seasonal parties,
right,
which are a lot of fun, I think.
Well, we have a Christmas party and a Halloween party, and the last few years when the Shrek movies have come out, we've done Shrek Trek Night, where all the food's green and we watch Shrek and just have a good time.
And everybody has to wear green, and that's really cool. So teamwork, no matter whether it's for fun or whether it's doing something like building a float for the Amherst Parade or getting together to do this auction, teamwork is such an important part of what we do.
Oh, absolutely. You got to have it.
And I think we work well as a team.
We do.
Except at bag and tag. Then everybody gets on everybody's nerves.
Yeah.
All right. You know, we always put a questionnaire in the little packet we give out at the auction.
Right.
And one of the things our people who have come have said is that we are so well organized. And I hope it continues to be that way.
Well, it's everybody working together. That's what does it.
It is. Quickly, we have about 4 minutes left. Tell us about this cookbook that we put together.
Well, it's called Taste Trek, and it has a bunch of recipes with Star Trek themes and outer space. We have out of this world Snicker salad, and it is. There's only 3 ingredients: Snickers, apples, and whipped cream, and it is delicious. And we put that together a few years ago, and we've made over $1,000.
Over 1,000. It's been a wonderful ongoing fundraiser. All right.
One we weren't too sure about at the beginning.
No, we weren't. I was against it, but because everybody had a cookbook, but they talked me into it, and I'm glad we did it. I'm not always right.
But we sold ads, and it's worked out well for us.
All right, Glenda, tell us one more time where the auction is, what time it is, so that everybody knows.
It's at the Kirkley Hotel. It'll be August the 21st, starting at 1 o'clock. And please come out and buy.
Yeah, we're hoping to go from 1 to 5 o'clock and cut it off. And we do have a lot of auction items. If anybody needs or wants to get in touch with us about membership with our group or any questions about the auction, they can reach us at our email address, which is heimdalco@aol.com, and that's our website that's up there right now. We have a website. It's ussheimdal.org if anybody wants any more information on us and what we do. And we do hope that you come and support this auction, since we are taking care of so many people in our community. Glenda, I thank you so much for being here, and I know we're going to work ourselves silly in a couple of weeks, but it is worth it. And
absolutely.
I think it makes us feel good, primarily just to do something for other people that makes our Christmas for us when we donate these things at Christmas. All right, thank you again. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show and will consider coming to Heimdal Science Fiction's charity auction on August 21st, 1 o'clock at the Kirkley Hotel. My next show will feature John Shuptrine and his incredible photography, and you do not want to miss that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.